Hello out there, we're on the air, and it's once again TCNJ Lions Hockey Night tonight in Lawrenceville. Welcome to today's broadcast of TCNJ Lions Hockey, live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting via YouTube. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, lads of all ages, live from the TSAI Field House on the campus of the Lawrenceville School in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. My name is Trey Wright. A rematch of last Saturday evening's contest between the Lions and the Pioneers of William Patterson University, as TCNJ looking to even the season series with William Patterson after a 6-2 loss to the Pioneers last Saturday night here at TSAI Field House. And for the Pioneers, that was their last game of the season as they look to go for two wins in a row here to start a little bit of a streak against TCNJ. Referees are out here, and we're about to get things all revved up and going. Quick look at the starting lineup, starting with TCNJ, Matthew Greenspoon and Colin Helkowski, with Helkowski making his return to the lineup. They will be the wingers to Jake Barrera on the front line, Scott Martin and Alex Gatsons. Rather, that's Nick Stout and Matt Sislow will be the starting pair on defense. And the big boss himself, Mike Businich, gets to start between the pipes, and then it's the all-college hockey buzz line from the Jersey Pro League over the summer. Jason Lastra, Luca Filicamo, and Austin Teets will start things off with Matthew O'Donnell and Vincent Stoff on the blue line for the Pioneers, and Kevin Brennan, name that has been said a lot here in 2024 over the summer, will get the start for the Pioneers. Let's go downstairs and inside the glass for opening ceremonies for tonight's game between TCNJ and William Patterson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the TSAI Field House in Lawrenceville, New Jersey for tonight's ACHA Division I matchup between the visiting William Patterson University Pioneers and your TCNJ Lions. Here are tonight's starting lineups presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, beginning with William Patterson. Starting at left wing, number 10, alternate captain Jason Lastra. At center, number 88, Luca Filicamo. At right wing, number 8, team captain Austin Teets. At left defense, number 27, Matt O'Donnell. At right defense, number 23, Vincent Stoffel. And in goal for the Pioneers, number 35, Kevin Brennan. William Patterson is coached by Bill Katinsky, assisted by Jonathan Skorzoon and Aslan Shetov. And now, the starting lineup for the College of New Jersey Lions. At left wing, a freshman from Belmead, New Jersey, number 20, Matthew Greenspoon. At center, a senior from Bayonne, New Jersey, alternate captain, number 12, Jake Barrera. At right wing, a freshman from Manalapan, New Jersey, number 8, Colin Helkowski. At left defense, a senior from Randolph, New Jersey, alternate captain, number 14, Matt Sislow. At right defense, a sophomore from Three Bridges, New Jersey, number 91, Nick Stout. And in goal for the Lions, a senior from Westwood, New Jersey, number 33, Mike Businich. TCNJ is coached by Andrew Duco, assisted by Paul Bacho and Rob Gomais. At this time, we ask that you please rise as you're able to and direct your attention to the American flag located in the far left corner of the arena. Please remain standing as we honor America and those who defend this great nation with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Ready to get rocking and rolling here for game number 9 of the season as TCNJ looks to get back into the W column, and William Patterson looks to get a little bit of a winning streak on their hands here tonight. Taking another look at the starting lineups for the Lions. Jake Barrera centering Matthew Greenspoon and Colin Halkowski, with Matt Sislo and Nick Stout on the blue line and Mike Bucinich between the pipes. Like we said, good to see Colin Halkowski back on the ice after missing 3 games with a lower body injury, with the Lions getting a lot of help back offensively as they desperately needed it after last weekend only scoring 2 goals. And here we come, and game number 9 is off and running as a pen is with paper for tonight's game. Starts with a win by Matt Sislo, but it comes back over to Vincent Stoffel. And Austin Teets not able to corral that puck. All 6'4", the large frame from Austin Teets not able to get it there. Barrera will see that come out of the TCNJ end. And Jason Lastra will get one back over to the team captain of William Patterson, where Mike Bucinich will stand that aside. Luca Filicamo comes back with a shot from O'Donnell from long range. Wasn't able to reach the back of the net. Comes back over to Lastra. Stoffel looking for one. Goes off the glove of Bucinich. Nobody was home in orange. The Lions trying to clear it out, and they will. Halkowski will dump it in, this time on to Kevin Brennan. Brennan replacing Hunter Galgani after a very good performance there from the true freshman from Galgani, as Brennan will take over for him. Kevin Brennan, a junior from Woodland Park in the Great Garden State. Second unit coming on here for William Patterson. That was Gavin Iacchini who was steering that ahead. This is Logan May trying to get that over to E.J. Gali. Gali can't come down with it. This is Gali again. Rather, that was Jack Ellis who was putting one in. And steering that back up there was Matthew Barbieri. Gatsonis will see it come back past him rather. Scott Martin fighting for it. Along the boards there with Barbieri. It comes back over to Logan May. May will send it up, and he'll dump it in. Kevin Brennan will deflect that aside. He'll go up into the netting. 18-18 to go in period number 1. TCNJ with 2 shots on to Kevin Brennan so far, who has not been as good in the collegiate season as he was dominant in the Jersey Pro League over the summer. Right now with a 1-3-1 record for the sophomore, 4.22 GAA and an 87.4 save percentage. But his team has helped him a lot in the goal-scoring category. Right now, William Patterson with 33 goals for. That is second in the ECHA. But for goals allowed, the whole team has allowed 32 goals, which is ranked last in the Eastern Collegiate Hockey Association. Being railroaded there was a Lion. That was Ryan Walter, who had 2 orange jerseys come on top of him. This is Kushner taking it down the near side. He lost it as Tommy Boyle stick-checked it. Comes back over into the Lions zone. This is Logan May up to Ryan Lagriola. Lagriola will get it over to Walter. The 2 Ryans on the D will send it back over. Kushner can't corral it, and he'll send it back over to the William Patterson end before it gets crunched into the bench. Pacholski keeps it in. Lagriola fighting for it. He'll get it past Tommy Boyle, the younger brother of George Boyle, with both brothers on this William Patterson team. Stout sends a long-range shot in, didn't get there, and Ryan Lagriola will try and tag back for it. Here comes Jason Lastra right behind. Lastra not able to get it back over to Austin Teets. Teets fans on the pass. It's taken away there by Gatsonis. Rather, that was Lagriola taking it away. Stout will come together with Barbieri, and Stout will clear it out. Lastra coming back with it. Blowing a tire was Ryan Walter, and blowing another tire there, and Austin Teets scores in the chaos. It was a delayed penalty with a couple of players from both teams blowing tires, and Austin Teets, who had 4 goals in the game last Saturday night, has already got one today, and he'll put the Pioneers ahead early. So for Teets, that is goal number 15 of the season for the senior from Emerson. And already off to an emphatic start is William Patterson, scoring on their second shot of the night. Fillicamo cannot win the draw, but it comes back over to Thomas Swartout, who will come up onto the second line. Tommy Boyle tracking back for it. Sislo will take it in at the blue line, trying to knot things back up as Matt Sislo. He can't quite bring it down. This is Rich Stefanik, another TCNJ skater, making their return to the lineup after a lower body injury suffered in the game against William Patterson. Logan May taking it back. It goes past Stefanik, sent in, nearly going past Kevin Brennan. And Logan May trying to get it there. O'Donnell trying to send it out. Fillicamo will send it a little bit ahead. Will come up over to Darren Lacourt. Lacourt can't keep it as he collides with Barrera right at the red line, sending it in. This is Logan May sending up into the air. Rather, that was waffle boarded sky high by Kevin Brennan. Lacourt is brought down. May chasing after it was Swartout, and it'll be sent the length of the ice with icing waved off. And that'll come all the way down for an icing. It's going to be Tietz's goal, assisted from Jason Lastra. Tell me if you've heard that connection before. With 16:14 to go in period number 1.
William Patterson goal, his 15th of the season, scored by number 8, Austin Tietz, assisted by number 10, Jason Lastra. Time of the goal, 16 minutes 46 seconds. That's Tietz's 15th from Lastra at 16:46.
And Tietz's goal was coming off of a delayed penalty, so Brennan skated to the ice, but he didn't even make it to the bench yet before Tietz scored from long range. Shot going wide, looking for the follow-up opportunity is William Patterson, and they score. It's Dan Foley, who was off the floor last week and on the board, and he's got his first collegiate goal to double the lead. So Foley, who took a violent hit into the stanchion at the bench last week, was able to avoid a concussion, has got collegiate goal number 1 of his young career, and quickly makes it 2-0 as a hot start for William Patterson. 3 shots on net, 2 of them going past, and that was Foley, who just sent it through traffic. I don't think Busanich ever saw it. And Tietz is looking for a third. This comes over to Barbieri, and he's taken away there by Logan May. May sending it up, going down the near side. Hounded from behind by Jason Lastra. This comes over to Gully, taken back out of there by Barbieri. Walter will clear it up. Sending it over and just going off of the pad of Kevin Brennan as TCNJ will set up in the opposite end. Ellis sending it back. Trundles over to Scott Martin, not able to get it over in time. Tommy Boyle will send it, trying to go over to Austin Tietz, but that one a little too far ahead. And come back the other direction and with it. Stefanik not able to keep it down. He'll come to the other 23 on the ice, Vincent Stoffel, and he'll rim it up to Thomas Swartout. Swartout got his first goal of the season last Saturday night against the Lions in that 6-2 win. William Patterson already a third of the way there. And TCNJ looking to get back into the dance. Still plenty of time to go. 13:55 to go in the opening period, so a lot to be played. But not a whole lot of offense yet. And here comes Josh Kushner screaming down the far side. He loses possession, and he's not able to get it to anyone in home. This is Swartout the other direction. Looking to get it past Matt Sislo as Sislo is RKO'd to the ice. And that was about as textbook as a Randy Orton knockout you'll get. But Swartout will not receive a penalty there. And the TCNJ fans and bench alike not happy. Sislo taking it up as the home penalty box came open for a split second. Saw that a couple of times last weekend in the Rider game as well. The finicky door for the home penalty box. That one sent in past the red line. No, they're going to call it icing as it was touched up by William Patterson just a little bit behind.
William Patterson goal, his first of the season, scored by number 18, Dan Foley, assisted by number 26, Aiden Swing, and by number 22, Gio Russo. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 12 seconds.
So a little bit of an iffy start for the Lions as they're already down by a goal, as Joey Greenspan will take it back the other way. And Greenspan sending it up just a little in front of Lagriola, where Swain will take it across. He'll rim it along the half wall. Gatsonis will race for the loose change, and icing will be called. In case you're just tuning in, William Patterson leading 2-0 off of goals from Austin Teets and Dan Foley. Foley shooting one through traffic, able to get past Kevin Brennan. And just a couple of unfortunate hockey plays as Halkowski will throw a hit onto Swain on the far side. Coming back the other direction. This is Foley on it once again. Avoids hitting Gatsonis into the boards. Martin will come to help. Two TCNJ skaters fighting for it, but Barbieri will take it away. Barrera's not able to get it. This is taken out by Foley. Back at the line. This is Swain from long range looking for the baseball bat. Goal was Teets. He's not able to get it in. Halkowski taking it back the other direction. He'll stick it across. Kevin Brennan will slow the tempo a little bit. We'll set it up, and a big hit from Halkowski into George Boyle, and he is slow to get up. Boyle will give another little bit of a retaliatory hit the other way as Halkowski's starting to get a physical Olivia Newton-John style. As Gatsonis will track it back. And get it back over to Scott Martin, who will take a hit there from Jason Lastra. Back across where Matthew Greenspan will come in onside, getting over to Halkowski. He's tied up over there with Lastra. And taking it back is Tommy Boyle once again. And he's able to get past Ryan Walter. This is Boyle on his horse. He'll crank it over. Puck takes a little bit of a trip on the dasher board. We'll come back over into the neutral zone where Lastra will send this in onto Kevin Brennan. And he'll freeze play before Swartout will come in. I was talking to William Patterson head coach Bill Katinsky before this game. And if you don't want to hear us once again just going over Jersey Pro League stuff from last season, then mute the stream for the next 45 seconds as Swartout will take it. Speaking of Jersey Pro League, I was talking to Katinsky over before the game, and he was telling me that he's a part owner of Mr. Lemon Stick Wax, one of the other teams in the club division for the Jersey Pro League. And he was actually talking to Alex Rauter over the before the season, and he wanted a lot of his guys to all be on LSW for that season. And when the rosters came out, the majority of the William Patterson guys, Swartout with a chance from short range, not able to let it fly. Will come out into the neutral zone. Here comes Ellis down the far side. Ellis trying to get it over to Gali, but they can't connect, and Ellis will steer it back the other direction. And steering out of harm's way is William Patterson. May back the other direction as he'll send it in for a dump and change. And once again, Bill was telling me about how he just wanted all the William Patterson guys to be as a big hip check there as the 221s will collide. May trying to stake it away there as Stoffel will take it. A big hit into the glass from Kushner. TLDR is another big hit there as Stoffel gets dumped by Kushner. Holy! This is O'Donnell back the other way looking for the coast-to-coast. Kushner right in the blue paint is able to take it out. And since the action wants to ramp up during story time, TLDR. All the William Patterson guys ended up playing college hockey buzz in the Jersey Pro League, and Mr. Lemon Stick Wax and college hockey buzz ended up meeting in the final, where Mr. Lemon Stick Wax was able to beat CHB. It's a little bit of a funny story there, and here comes Pacholski right in front for Lagriola. No, they're going to wave it off. Lagriola thought he had a surefire goal, but the net was apparently off of its moorings. And they're saying that Lagriola kicked it in. Oh my goodness. And Andrew Duco wants a call at this. And he is absolutely frustrated. And I don't blame him. That was so unfortunate. And this is where I wish we kind of had a replay on here to look at that one more time. Back the other way. This is Teets looking for a second, not able to get it there, and that would have put TCNJ right back into this game. Partial 2-on-1, no. Santo wasn't able to get there in time as Swain will bat it out. This is Greenspoon deking out. Tommy Boyle, Greenspoon down Broadway, but Kevin Brennan flashing the leather. And again, I thought that was a surefire goal. And again, the referees were saying that it was directed in by a skate of Ryan Lagriola. Once we got confirmation, so it was redirected in through a skate. So the score remains TCNJ 0, William Patterson 2. Eric Santo trying to change that. Long range chance from Stout, redirected wide. Joey can't send it back. It's intercepted by Teets, where he'll backhand it, but icing is waved off as reinforcements will come back on here for William Patterson. Stout starting in his own end, gets it over to Scott Martin. That duo once again trying to get something going here as TCNJ trailing 2-0 to William Patterson. Lagriola fighting with it with Swain. It comes over to Joey Greenspoon. Greenspoon is going to be hit from behind, and Luca Felicamo is going to go to the box here. And I think we'll chalk that up as a makeup call, as it looked like Lagriola may have tripped over himself, rather Joey Greenspoon tripped over himself. And Luca Felicamo is really frustrated right now, but it'll be the first power play opportunity of the evening for TCNJ as they try to get back into the dance with 8:07 to go. So it'll be Stefanik, May, Helkowski, Ellis, and Martin on this PP1 unit as Logan May trying to get it out. Here comes Swart out. He's going to have a partial breakaway. Martin trying to get back there. Martin ties him up, and a good play from Scott Martin to tear up the breakaway. And a good defensive back check there from the captain of this TCNJ team. And I'm not sure if they call it a slashing. It's going to be a holding penalty against Felicamo, as Scott Martin will win the draw.
William Patterson, minor penalty, assistant number 88, Luca Felicamo, 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 7 seconds. Felicamo, 2 minutes for holding.
So PP1 still out here for TCNJ. Ellis trying to take it in, but instead it's sent up. This is O'Donnell up to Lastra. O'Donnell racing back over. O'Donnell down Broadway, and he scores. And that is a backbreaker for the Lions on the power play. And nothing you can really do there. That was just a beautiful setup from O'Donnell, getting over to Lastra, and then O'Donnell right down Broadway. Nobody saw him, and it's a shorty for William Patterson for O'Donnell's fourth goal of the season. And all the momentum coming out of the sails here for TCNJ right here in the first period. So it's already 3-0 William Patterson. Barrera will send it up. Colin Phillips will take his first touch of the ice as that's still sent back down the length. And no surprise there, Jason Lastra getting the secondary or the primary assist on that. Lastra with 2 points already tonight. Swain the other way, takes a weird bounce off of a TCNJ skate. And it comes back over to Jake Barrera. Jake able to keep it in at the blue line. Back pass over to Stout. Sends it across over to Martin, and it's a little too far in front of Galli. Tommy Boyle trying to take it, 30 seconds to go in the Felicamo minor penalty. Galli can't take it. Stout sends one through traffic, nearly redirected in. Phillips will take one, and he'll exchange some pleasantries with Agent Swain. And the Lions with the numbers the other direction if they hurry. Galli can't get it past. He'll come over to Colin Phillips. He'll backhand it over, but nobody was home in white. 5 seconds to go in the man advantage. And that'll do it with 6:05 to go in period number 1. The TCNJ power play, not getting any goals and letting up a goal, a shorty for William Patterson. Kushner sending it back up. Instead, it comes over to Kyle Pacholski. Pacholski sends it back over to Kushner. Ryan Walter sending it in. Getsonis nearly getting railroaded by Swain as it comes back over to William Patterson. Sent off by Stoffel. It comes back over, or Swartout can't quite corral it, and trying to get it back over to Giovanni Russo. Russo hit hard into the boards as Korobko nearly hit hard as well. Here looking for the shot there was Lastra, looking for his first goal of the night, looking for the wraparound opportunity, saved there by Sislo on the goal line, keeping this a 3-goal game. Pacholski the other way, looking to go short side, blocked by Brennan. Hit into the glass was Sislo, rather that was Kushner. Lastra trying to take it. He will backhand it, and it goes all the way over into the TCNJ bench. And it goes into the trash can. How about that? I believe that was Lastra that scored it in. 3-point shot over from downtown.
William Patterson, shorthanded goal, his 4th of the season, scored by number 27, Matt O'Donnell, assisted by number 10, Jason Lastra. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 26 seconds. That's O'Donnell's 4th of the season from Lastra.
And TCNJ responds. That's Helkowski right at the doorstep. Rather, that was Logan May, who's able to get there in time, and with 5 minutes to go in period number 1, May's able to pot one home for his first of the season. So it comes back to being a 2-goal game as the Lions are able to get one in. May's first of the season from Martin with 4:52 to go, and the Lions are right back into this one. Shaping up to be a high-scoring game as Swain screaming down the far side. Hits one just past, and it comes all the way back over to Matt O'Donnell.
TCNJ goal! His first of the season, scored by number 21, Logan May. Assisted by number 16, Scott Martin. Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 52 seconds. That's May's first of the season from Martin.
O'Donnell looking for another one as that one's gloved down by Bucinich, who has been busy so far in this game. Shot number 10 that he has faced. 7th save of the evening so far for the senior. It'll be a face-off to the right-hand side of the man wearing the double 3 jersey between the pipes. Off of the draw, blocked in front there was Swartout. Santo was able to set up for Joey Greenspoon. Greenspoon on a 1-on-3, not able to get anything going, but he's able to get a shot on net. Santo not able to be in position. This is Swartout the other way, gets it back over. This is Darren LaCourte taking it up, trying to get around Joey Greenspoon, but Greenspoon will not oblige. And Swartout taking it back across. Swartout looking to take it back to a 3-goal game, spinning it around, looking for a wraparound chance. It sends it back over. LaCourte's not ready for it. Finally gets a shot off, flutters over the cage. Filicamo racing for it. Stout will come back with it. Stoffel keeps it in right at the circle. Filicamo racing for it again. Coming back over for it. Filicamo fighting with it with Stout over in the far corner. Joey Greenspoon coming in with reinforcements. Still digging for the loose puck. It finally comes out where Ryan Walter will take it back the other direction. Not able to get it up. Vincent Stoffel will send it back across, but just past the red line. And Liam Walter will send it in. And Walter and Matt Greenspoon, a little miscommunication there. And play will stop with 2:40 to go in period number 1. And Paul Boccia was telling me last week, we're just waiting. Getting goal number 1 of the season is always one of the hard things to do, especially if it's you've just been so close so many times. But Logan May's finally got it now that he's got goal number 1. Hopefully a lot more will be coming, as taking a hit there was Brendan Ross, who is able to skate back to the bench a little gingerly. Stoffel takes it up, sends it into the half wall, where Gatsonis will collect in the opposite corner. Stoffel, rather, that was Gatsonis with Foley right behind him, will launch it up into the netting. Another stoppage with 2:15 to play in period number 1, closing down on first intermission of the night. And already 4 goals scored for either side, 3 for William Patterson, 1 for TCNJ. Technically 5 pucks have gone into the back of the 4x6, but Ryan Lagriola apparently kicked in his shot, so instead of being a 3-2 game, it's a 3-1 game, and looking to make it 4-1 was Jason Lastra, unsuccessful there. Barrera sending it up. This is Helkowski coming down Broadway, looking for the backhander. Scrambler in front. Barbary with a little bit of a hit up high on Helkowski. Trying to clear it out of there. It's William Patterson. Saved by Gatsonis, but it's going to be in vain. That's not able to keep it in there was Sislo. O'Donnell, a burst of speed, and he was going to outdeke the defense if he wasn't offside. With a $1:43 to go in period number 1, and that is... Tonight's been such a showcase of Matt O'Donnell's speed just in period number 1, and we saw that on that shorthanded third goal, where he's able to set up the play, race back up, and pot it home. Played with a high stick by Austin Teets, but the referees are going to let them play. 90 seconds to go in period number 1. May starting over in his own end once again. Stout across, skied high into the air. Galli, it's a little too far in front of him. They'll fight with it with Matt O'Donnell. Galli posting him up. Lastra sending it across. Sent the length of the ice again, and this time it will be icing with 1:12 to play. So with 1:12 to play in period number 1, Barbary and May will meet in the dot. Galli wasn't expecting the face-off when it comes over to Martin and nearly redirecting home. Back across. Lastra back the other direction. Closing on 1 minute to play. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Galli sending it back across. This is over to May again. Trying to get TCNJ on the board here for the second time in this period. Tommy Boyle will get it up. This is Swartout coming back the other way. Swartout with Gio Russo right next to him. It goes off for the crossbar. Nearly going back to a 4-goal lead with under a minute to play. Swatted out of the air by Ellis. Comes back over into possession of neither team. Back over to Logan May. 23 seconds to play. May coming back over to Galli. Galli to May, but it was a little too far behind him, and William Patterson will take it in. But Thomas Swartout was a little offside with 15.9 to play. And what has been an exciting period number 1. So far, William Patterson got the goal scoring started very early. 3 straight before Logan May was able to end the onslaught with under 5 to play. Tommy Boyle sending it in. One final opportunity, dropping it back over. This is Pacholski. 3 seconds to go. Pacholski's got to hurry. 2 second, 1 second, puts it on to Brennan, and he was able to get a shot off before the period expired. But after 1, William Patterson 3, TCNJ 1. 20 down, 40 to go. You're watching TCNJ Lions hockey here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We'll be back in a jiffy, ladies and gentlemen.
TCNJ Lions 3-1.
20 minutes are down, 40 to go as we welcome you back to the TSAI Field House on the campus of the Lawrenceville School at Lawrenceville, New Jersey, with TCNJ trailing William Patterson 3-1 after one period of play. Trey Wright bringing you the action here live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. As we go back over the scoring summary from the first period of play, it was Austin Teets, Dan Foley, and Matt O'Connell with a shorthanded goal to put William Patterson up by 3 until 5 minutes remaining in period number 1, where Logan May was able to snake past his first goal of the season to put TCNJ back within striking distance as we approach play in period number 2. Trying to get things going here at TCNJ, and we'd like to once again thank everybody for tuning into tonight's coverage of TCNJ hockey live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Don't forget to follow us tomorrow night as the Rider Bronx will take on the Red Foxes of Marist College in a little bit of a Maction matchup tomorrow night. For Pink in the Rink night tomorrow, October 19th. Live here from the TSAI Field House. Kyle Pachalski in the face-off dot, as Barbieri will come back in there as well. And here we go for period number 2 between these two teams. And coming back with it is Alex Gatsonis, sending it back over. A little bit of line shake-up there is looks like Colin Phillips. Rather, that's Rich Stefanik is on this top unit as Kyle Pachalski. We'll see it go back behind him. And Josh Kushner is offside as a little bit of miscommunication between Kushner, Stefanik, and Pachalski, the forwards on this third line. Top unit also getting a shake-up for William Patterson as well as Jason Lastro. Back down to the second line, trying to get the scoring going as that will to ricochet up into the high netting. Nearly up, going up into the rafters. So a couple quick stoppages here in period number 2. And both of them ending up in the neutral zone. Just a little bit on the William Patterson side of the ice. May's not able to win the draw, but Teets isn't able to corral it back. May will see it go past him in a swing. Here comes E.J. Gali. He's onside with a shot blocked in front by Stoffel. Gatsona sends it up, but it's blocked by his own teammate. It was blocked in front by May, and here comes Teets the other direction. Drops it back over to Lastra. He's able to get around Logan May. Teets tied up in the blue paint, not able to pop it home. And Ellis will take it back the other way. Has to jump out of the fray was May. He's not able to get it out of there. Lastra coming back. A little miscommunication there as hitting the ice was Logan May. Ellis is not able to get it. Comes back over to Austin Teets. And sending it back over is Stoffel. Rather, that was O'Donnell, who's got 1 goal so far tonight. 3 different goal scorers for William Patterson so far. Only 1 for TCNJ. As hitting the ice and nearly getting Clinton Malarchuk there. That was the 17 of Darren LaCourte, who had O'Donnell run over him. Through traffic and nearly around Bucinich, able to come out of his crease and make a stop on Swartout. Martin coming back with it, taken away by William Patterson. This is O'Donnell again into LaCourte and making the stop there is Bucinich once again. 18:15 to play in period number 2. Shots 11-12 in favor of William Patterson. They've been able to get 2 shots onto Mike Bucinich so far. No shots on the period just yet for Kevin Brennan. As Matthew O'Donnell is going to take the draw there, and he is not going to quite win it cleanly. There's a scramble right in the near left corner. O'Donnell coming back for it. Goes off of the skate of Gio Russo. Back across. This is Russo. Short side chance. Rebound not being able to collect it and steered out of harm's way by Barrera. Back over. Taken up by Matty Greenspoon. He's nearly pickpocketed by Tommy Boyle. Puck stays in at the zone. Bucinich back across. Nearly getting clothesline. There was a William Patterson skater as Russo's not able to get it past. And TCNJ will take it back over in their own end. This is Barrera skating through, but the puck is going to take a weird bounce over into the TCNJ bench. And we'll get yet another stoppage and a face-off in the neutral zone right in front of the Lions bench area. Definitely looking like a more even matchup as the face-off is actually going to come towards center ice, where winning it cleanly is William Patterson. And Swain will take it out of there. Nearly goes the entire distance around on the railroad track. Walter fighting for it with Lastro. Walter will hit the deck, comes back up to his skates. 6 skaters fighting for it. 3 in orange, 3 in white. Comes back over to Joey Greenspan. We'll give it over to Scott Martin. Martin with a burst of speed across the red line. Gets through past one Pioneer, gets past another, but Swain is able to knock it off of his stick just enough. Martin's not done yet. He's trying to get it away from Swain. Greenspoon to help. Martin's still trying to fight for it. We'll come back over to Jason Lastra. Santo will see it go off of his skate. Is able to disrupt Austin Teets just a little bit there. Teets racing for it with Ryan Walter. And Walter will try and set it up, and here comes back across over to Aiden Swain. Swain intended for LaCourte, but the pass will come out of the zone. And the icing is waved off as William Patterson was able to shoot it past the red line. Santo not able to corral the pass as Greenspoon was tied up with O'Donnell. Big green light hit there by Lagriola as O'Donnell is able to take it the other way. Another burst of speed out of the Pioneer, but he's able to lose possession for a brief moment. We'll set up shop behind the cage. And he's dancing around, gets it back over to LaCourte. LaCourte to Filicamo, still looking for his first goal in this 3-game season series. Is Luca Filicamo. Walter taking it back, sending it up. Shot from long range goes wide. That was O'Donnell who pulled the trigger there. Shot from the other way, blocked in front by Ryan Walter. And looking potentially for a lacrosse goal was Swart out. He'll send it in, and it goes over the high glass. Stoffel kept it in initially, now it'll come back over into neutral territory, but not quite out enough to where TCNJ can get fresh legs on the ice. Ryan Walter trying to get it away from Filicamo. Walter getting able to get it away from both Filicamo and Foley, and now Walter's hit into the boards by Foley. No call on the play, continuing to play on. Walter still digging for it. Help from Greenspoon. He'll get it back over to Scott Martin. And Martin will avoid a hit from Filicamo, and nearly railroaded there by Quimby was Greenspoon. Martin back in the far corner, setting it up for Kushner. Kushner's able to get it, and he'll put a big green light hit into Vincent Stoffel. And Santo, rather that's Stefanik, trying to get it back the other way. Hounding on O'Donnell. O'Donnell sending it up. Quimby the other direction, not able to skate it in time. Karabka will take it. Once again, setting up shop in their own zone are the Lions. Sislo, long-range pass over to Kushner. Kushner with Stefanik right next to him. He's not able to get anything going. O'Donnell trying to take it out of his own end once again. Stifling forecheck here for this TCNJ team. Trying to get back into the game as Stefanik was trying to set up Pacholski at the doorstep. Kept in by Karabko, redirected in front. And Kevin Brennan was able to get it, and now some pleasantries exchanged as Kushner is going to go at it with Stoffel. Some cross checks being thrown as Pacholski was able to break it up before penalties would be dished out. And it'll remain 5-on-5, 14-7 to go in period number 2, 14-17 to go rather, in the second frame of tonight's action. TCNJ still trailing by 2, plenty of hockey to be played. Looking to make it 1 as that one will go off of Kevin Brennan. Looking for the rebound is May. Looking for it is Galli, and it's just blocked in front by a Pioneer. Oh, that was Swain with a good block in front, and now the William Patterson with numbers the other direction. Teets across to Barbary, right into the breadbasket of Bucinich. And I thought Galli was going to have a surefire chance to get his first goal of the season. Second goal, rather, for the Chester, New Jersey native, but a good block in front by Aiden Swain, giving credit to where credit is due, keeping this a 2-goal lead for the Pioneers. Sending it back through traffic there. That was Gavin Iacchini. Phillips not able to get it out of the zone. Stout nearly lost it and nearly railroaded by Barbieri. And Gatsonis in his own end once again, tearing down the near side. Filicamo will see it go back and nearly turned over to Helkowski, but he couldn't get a handle on it. Filicamo with Lastra the other way. Waffle boarded up into the high glass by Busanic. Nearly pickpocketed and pickpocketed by Lastra. This is Filicamo and a good short range block there by Busanic. Swain keeps it in, over to Tommy Boyle, back over to Swain, blocking in front is Helkowski, and he got enough off where it harangues up into the glass. Now Barrera nearly hit there by Austin Teets, and Teets didn't get any mustard on the stick check there. Barrera in, gets it away from Filicamo, and Barrera will send it up. And trying to spring Phillips the other way, but Colin Phillips wasn't ready for it. Icing is waved off, however, and I don't think Tommy Boyle was ready for that. Boyle hit into the board sideways by Helkowski. Blowing a tire was a Pioneer. That was LaCourte, as this is Swain coming back through the defense. Loading up Filicamo. He doesn't get any mustard on a shot there. And Helkowski the other way. Over the head of Joey Greenspoon. Greenspoon takes an awkward hit into the boards, but he's A-OK. Santo nearly knocked off, and he's trying to get back there where Swartout will collect it. A lot of action going on here with 12-12 to go in period number 2. Lagriola taking it away. And now a couple penalties missed by the referees. It looks like Paul Baccio and Andrew Duca were calling for an interference minor. Santo across. Greenspoon racing for it. He and Stoffel will collide, coming back over to Dan Foley. And Martin with it, trying to get it across, and O'Donnell trying to get it around him. O'Donnell nearly pickpocketing Martin, but he'll come back over to Ryan Lagriola. Lagriola down the near side. Boyle right onto his 6, and Boyle will hit him into the boards. Nobody was home in white in the low slot, as a couple players taking some tumbles to the ice. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, ice is indeed slippery. Ross racing for it with Walter. Walter will win the foot race back across, and he'll set up in his own end once again. Pass too far, intended for Santo, comes back over to Stoffel. Martin taking it back. Martin fans on the pass across, nearly redirected over in Barbieri nearly had an opportunity. Ross now be able to get it away from Pacholski. Kushner back down near the near side. Kushner dancing to the D. Kushner winds one, and it goes into the netting with 10:54 to play. And probably the best sequence of the night for TCNJ so far. And some more pleasantries exchange as Jason Laster getting into it with Josh Kushner a little bit. Last thing you want to do is get these guys hot under the collar. It's not an NECHL game, but a win is a win, as the face-off will come outside of the zone where Karabka will come back for it along with Matt Sislow. You just want to get a win. So right now, TCNJ on a 4-game winless streak. Got to go all the way back to September 21st against Lehigh for the last win, as Pacholski dancing through, but he's pickpocketed. And now numbers the other way. 4-on-2, now 4-on-3 for the Pioneers, and Barbieri's shot just goes wide. Kushner racing back for it, Pacholski the other way. Kushner trying to get it across. O'Donnell with it. Sends it back over to an orange jersey where Lastra will come to collect. Teets is just offside, nearly just onside rather, and nearly an opportunity for Teets again. As a blast from Lastra, he's got a cannon and a half. Sislow back there over to Stefanik. And back over across to Sislow. Play the Bon Jovi, folks. We're halfway home in game number 9 of the season. Pacholski dancing. Pacholski just had the puck roll off the end of the tape. He would have had a perfect chance to bring the Lions back within 1. Nearly gloved down, and is going to be gloved down with a hand pass. And rather Then allowing TCNJ to set up shop. William Patterson is just going to bite the bullet there. It'll be a face-off to the left-hand side of Kevin Brennan. Brennan looking for win number 2 of the season. In fact, both of these goaltenders looking for their second wins of the campaign. With Brennan right now stopping 15 of 16 shots. Bomb from May, and it just goes wide. Galli will send it in. Gets it back over to Ellis. Ellis back to Galli, and making a little bit of room for Galli was Ellis. Long range chance blocked in front by a white jersey. That was May, who unintentionally blocked his own shot. 9:06 to go in the middle period, and Kevin Brennan is able to put a glove to that. A little bit of a ground ball redirected in front by Aiden Swain. But Kevin Brennan will stop play with 9:02 to go in period number 2. Russo doesn't win the draw, comes over to TCNJ. Shot from Stout. Comes back across, and will do it again with Kevin Brennan able to make yet another save. So May and Russo will do it again. Russo wins the draw this time, gets it back over to Aiden Swain. And Gatsonis able to hit it in as a hit right in front of the boards there. A green light hit from a Lion. Galli sends one just to the right side of the net, but making the save was Brennan. Shots even, 18-19. William Patterson leading 3-1. No goal scoring in the middle period just yet, as Stout will whip it across. Barbieri sends it in. Back the other way comes Stout. And this is Stoffel, who will backhand it into the opposite corner. Stout will come back to collect. Faked like he was going right, goes left with it. Dangerous opportunity in front, finally corralled by Gatsonis. Ellis up to May. May already with 1 goal tonight, gets leveled there by Swain. And Tommy Boyle trying to get it over to Taylor Quimby. And now back across, once again, is Gatsonis. Burst of speed, he'll send one in. Brennan is able to make the save with the blocker. Halkowski and Ellis both fighting for it, coming back over to William Patterson. This is Lastra once again, over to Teets. Lastra trying to get around Stout, and Teets wasn't able to be at the doorstep, and it just goes wide again. Somebody was missing a twig. That was Lastra, who had the stick broken on the play. Stout sends one in, chips off of Halkowski. They're going to let it play as the net will come off for a brief moment. Play will continue as William Patterson remains possession with it. Coming back across, Swain's not able to bring it down, and icing will be called. 7:13 to go in period number 2, a fast-moving period at that. With a whole lot of action, and apart from a lot of stoppages in the opening 2 minutes of the game. Nothing really on the score sheet just yet. No goals, no penalties. Only 1 penalty in the game so far was Luca Filicamo's holding call, which turned into a shorty for the Pioneers. Barbieri is able to win the draw, and this is Teets the other way. Nearly had the stick lifted by a Lion. This is Lastra the other way, over with Matt Greenspoon. Halkowski digging at it, taking away his O'Donnell. Greenspoon racing for it, trying to get around the freshman of Tommy Boyle, setting things up for Halkowski. Halkowski spins away from Stoffel, but he's pickpocketed in the offensive zone. And Walter is going to let this come back out. And resetting are the Lions. Boyle across, Martin keeps it in at the other side, and now nearly hit with a high stick there by Barbieri. This is Barrera, who is leveled again there by Lastra, who has been a wrecking ball so far in this game. Swarto coming back for it. 2-16s fighting for the puck. Martin will win that battle of the 1-6s. Martin dances around a hit there from LaCourte. Dances around O'Donnell, puts one in on the Brennan. He's not able to collect the rebound. Lagriola with it again. Comes back to Helkowski from the point. Shot just goes off the glove of Brennan. Greenspoon across. Sislo from downtown. Blocked in front by Filicamo. LaCourte the other way. Sislo not tall enough to keep it in. Swart out across again. Tied up with Santo. Able to get around Filicamo, not past Tommy Boyle. Icing is waved off as that was a shot on to Mike Bucinich. Karabko dancing around the D once again. Gets past one Pioneer, gets past another, gets past three. Can he get past the other two? He can, but he loses possession. And back across once again. This is Iacchini. Bringing it down there, and hit into the boards was Swain. Back across. This is Greenspoon. Joey Greenspoon. And a good back check there from Gio Russo. Sending one in and just going wide. That was Santo at the cage. Couldn't get anything on it. Santo once again. Blocked in front by Swain. Back over to Sislo. Under 5 to play. And Kevin Brennan will finally stop the onslaught. And what a flurry of chances for the Lions. Probably about 3 shots in that foray. And I'd gauge about maybe 1 or 2 scoring chances for TCNJ, but this stifling defense, just this stifling William Patterson unit as a whole has really just been nothing short of just perfect so far. Kushner taking it back, and he's able to pickpocket O'Donnell. O'Donnell with a hit from behind, no call on the play. Pacholski trying to take it back. This is Lastra again. Pioneers are onside. Teets racing for it. Teets looking for the backhand. Bucinich just barely able to cover that, as he wasn't able to cover up the initial chance. Both teams, like we said, shot count even, about 20 to 21 altogether. 9 shots in the period so far for TCNJ, 11 for William Patterson. Racing for the loose change there was Santo, rather that was Stefanik, and he couldn't beat out the other 23. So it'll be Filicamo and Pacholski at the dot once again. And a clean win there for Kyle. Gets it over to Nick Stout. Stout will drop it back over to Gatsonis. And airmailing it out of harm's way is Stefanik. Kushner racing for it, and it just goes into the TCNJ bench. Closing in on 4 minutes to play in period number 2. Again, a very fast-moving period for both of these teams. And if you're TCNJ, this has probably been one of your best periods of the season so far. And you want something to show for it. You want a red light to go off. And you desperately want to get back into the dance as Kushner trying to lay the boom over to Tommy Boyle. Not able to keep it in is Gatsonis. He is brought down by Swartout. And will continue to play. Kushner not able to get there in time. Neither was Rich Stefanik. And Stout will come back with it. Stout colliding with Taylor Quimby. Filicamo will dump in from the blue line. Gatsonis tag-teamed by both LaCourte and Iacchini. And it squirts down the other end. Icing is waved off as Tommy Boyle comes back to collect. Boyle and Stefanik fighting for it. Boyle will get it away as a sliding Jason Lastra, nearly taken out his own teammate. Stout across. Back over to Ryan Walter. Walter will nearly get hit by a Swartout. Kushner setting it up for Gali. Gali back over to Pacholski, back over to Gali, trying to get around a couple of orange and black jerseys. Can't do so. Stout fans on the pass, taken back by Pacholski. And 180 seconds to go in period number 2. TCNJ looking to draw within 1. Looking to go back up by 3 are the Pioneers. This is Stoffel. Gets around Ryan Walter, trying to find Quimby in the low slot. Big blast from Swain, just steered wide. Walter racing for it with Foley. Walter will win that battle, gets it past Quimby, and Gets across all the way over to Gatsonis. Redirected by Gali. Racing for it is Ellis. And I thought he had a half step on that. I'm surprised they even called that icing. It was deflected in front right around the red line. But icing is indeed called with 2:24 to go. It'll be a face-off in the TCNJ end. Where May and Barbieri will meet at the circle. May wins it, comes back into the opposite corner. Walter will come back to collect with it, 2:20 to play. Looking for the stretch pass on Gali, was wide open, and he's not able to win the icing back. And I tell you, these are some really good idea plays from TCNJ. But they just have not been able to connect on passes. They've not been able to connect on plays like that. Just a little too much on the pass, or a little too not enough sauce on a pass. It's a good part of the reason why the offense is really kind of stagnated over the last couple of games, as Ellis will come back over. Gali sends one just wide of the cage. 2 minutes to play in period number 2. Ellis tracing it back over. Nearly turned over. Now it is turned over as Logan May waiting for reinforcements. He'll take it himself. Shot just goes wide. Ellis looking for it. Nobody was home. Comes back over to Martin. Martin across. Ellis not able to bring it down. Coming back over to O'Donnell. He is crunched in the boards, but he's able to get it up to Jason Lastra. Lastra around the defense. Blocked in front. May looking for it, a scramble in front, and steering out of the blue paint was Ellis once again. And this one will go the length of the ice, but icing is waved off. Fresh legs on for William Patterson. $1:15 to play in period number 2. Hasn't been a clean sheet just yet, as Martin's taking it across. 1:05 to go. Martin dropping back over to May. Redirected and just wide.
1 minute to play in the second period.
And a stoppage by Kevin Brennan. And that one just trickling past the 4x6 by about maybe 4 to 6 inches. And 4 to 6 inches away was TCNJ from bringing this back to a 1-goal game. Time's not up yet, as Brennan is able to read it through traffic. A shot from Sislo from downtown. Lions looking to draw back within 1. Off of the draw, coming back over, sending a shot with Sislo, blocked in front. This is O'Donnell the other way. Dances over Sislo, trying to get it to Gatsonis. And Alex trying to take it away. Back over to Stefanik. Stefanik sending it in, nearly redirecting, as that was off of the stick of Filacamo. But I'll come back over to William Patterson, 33 seconds to go. Kushner across. Not able to keep it in there was Giovanni Russo. Kushner digging at it, comes back over to Gatsonis. 21 seconds, a big hip check opportunity from Swartout. He'll miss that. Sending it back over. Icing is going to be waved off. Stefanik nearly went headfirst into the boards. 8 seconds to play. 5 seconds to go. Filacamo doesn't know where it is. Swartout trying to take it, and time is going to expire in period number 2. So a clean sheet on the score sheet in that second frame. Score remaining 3-1. As we've concluded 40 minutes, 20 minutes to go. William Patterson leads 3-1. We'll step aside for a couple of moments. You're watching TCNJ Division I Hockey live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting via YouTube. And we're back here for the start of period number 3 between TCNJ and William Patterson. Trey Ray bringing you the action here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting as the Lions trail the Pioneers 3-1 after 40 as we go into the third frame of tonight's action. This will be the only game on tap for TCNJ this weekend. They'll be back here to round out their 6-game homestand against the Golden Rams of Westchester next Friday on October 25th, and then on the same day, William Patterson will be back home. They'll be facing the Patriots of George Mason on October 25th as well. Trying to set things up for a good ECHA matchup between those two teams. Would once again like to thank everybody for tuning into today's coverage of TCNJ hockey. I'd like to remind everybody we'll be back here, at least on the BSB side of things, tomorrow night for Pink in the Rink night for the Rider Bronx as they take on the Red Foxes of Marist College in a MAC matchup. Rider looking to end a 6-game losing streak. And the Red Foxes looking to get back into the W column as well. But that is then. This is now Barbieri and Pacholski will meet at the dot. We're off and running for period number 3. A lot of good shot opportunities in that last period for TCNJ, but they weren't able to get anything grade A on to Kevin Brennan. It's both Brennan and Mike Bucinich looking for their second wins of the season. This was blocked in front by Barbieri. And Pacholski trying to take it the other way and so come back over. Lastra is skating with it. Lastra sees it blocked in front by Scott Martin. It'll ricochet up into the rafters. Top unit is out here. Second unit will come on with Logan May leading the way. May, Galli, and Ellis on the ice. Rather, it is going to be May, Galli, and Ellis for the second unit. Sislo with a hit on the far side over on LaCour. Dangerous opportunity in front. Sislo steers it aside. O'Donnell trying to take it back. May will take it over. Nobody with clear possession of the puck yet. May is trying to get it over. Jack Ellis will squirt it out of the TCNJ end, but a little too far for the icing to be waved off, as the icing is indeed called. Another face-off to the right-hand side of Mike Bucinich. There's been no scoring in this game since the third period, as that second frame was really tight between both of these teams. Nobody was able to pot one past either Bucinich or Brennan, as William Patterson continues to lead 3-1 after scoring 3 straight goals in that first period. Started off with Austin Teets. Then right now, the go-ahead goal given to Dan Foley, and the insurance goal credited to Matthew O'Donnell right now, with Logan May, the lone goal scorer for the Lions, as Lastra looking to get another one here. In on net. Oh, what a beautiful save by Mike Bucinich. He was able to get the pad on it. Remarkable save there, as I thought Lastra was going to have a good opportunity, as another good save from Bucinich. Swain keeps it in. Now he's digged out. This is Galli the other way. Galli sends it just behind Ellis, as he's not able to get there in time. Teets back across. Galli will glove it down. This is Gatsonis with the other 13 of Gavin Iacchini hounding him. Not able to corral it there was Brendan Ross. It'll come back over to Logan May, and Logan May trying to split the defense. Here's May down Broadway, and on to Brennan, right through, he scores! Logan May, welcome to the show tonight. Holy jumping, what a goal! Holy Christmas. And that was by far the best goal we have seen all season. And Logan May with his second of the evening, and it brings the Lions back within one. And I am very surprised that the referees were able to pot that home. And what a goal there from him. What a goal there from Logan May. And it brings TCNJ back within one. Another opportunity as Helkowski trying to take it back. Hit down on the boards is Gatsonis by O'Donnell as O'Donnell will pin him. Kept in the zone and nearly a big hit there on a Gio Russo. Keeping it is LaCourte. Steered aside by Bucinich. This is Gatsonis back the other way. Taken back by Brendan Ross. He's pickpocketed in the offensive zone. Boyle keeps it in at the point and he'll send it in back across. Kept in by William Patterson for now. This is Helkowski. Back over to Matty Greenspoon. Helkowski trying to race for the loose change. He'll get there first. O'Donnell back behind him. O'Donnell is now pickpocketed right for Ryan Walter. Walter with the shot just goes over the bar. Barrera with nobody home trying to get something, but Walter's able to keep it in for now. He is still able to keep it in. Now it will flutter out into harm's way, and now the table is sliding towards possession, or rather momentum towards the Lions. Right on the doorstep, Barrera pokes it home! Oh my goodness, we got a tie ball game here. Jake Barrera, second of the season for the senior from Bayonne. And oh boy, this is all tied up at 3, boys and girls. So we're right back to where we started on that one. Jake Barrera getting the offense going as his Eric Santo looking to get another goal as Kevin Brennan will steer that aside. And we saw that all throughout the Jersey Pro League season where Kevin Brennan unfortunately just given up a lot of goals in short sequence for College Hockey Buzz, and he's given up 2 so far in the opening 5 minutes of this one, of this third period, and we're knotted up back at 3. And again, they say a 3-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey, and William Patterson has been snake bitten by that. Swain looking to have an opportunity there. Foley digging at it. Greenspoon looking, trying to get it there as Swart out. As Lagriola will take it back. Swart out intercepts, can't get past Walter. And rather that was Martin with a good post there right in front. But Swart out's back on the puck. Spins around from the opposite 16 again. Tries to spin around from Martin once more, but he'll lose possession. Coming back with it is Filicamo. Rather, that's Dan Foley. Puck comes back over. Santo will clear it out the other way. And back in their own end is William Patterson with Joey Greenspoon in front. All the momentum swinging in favor of the Lions here early in period number 3. Scott Martin sends it in. And brought down with a high stick, and we're going to get a cross-checking call against Tommy Boyle. And Bill Katinsky is not happy right now. And he is barking right at the referee. And actually the penalty, I don't think we are going to get a penalty, but we are going to get a couple of goal calls.
Second of the season and second of the game, scored by number 21, Logan May. Assisted by number 6, E.J. Gilley. Time of the goal, 17 minutes, 55 seconds. That's May's second of the night, assisted by Gilley at 17:55 in the third period. TCNJ goal! His second of the season, scored by number 12, Jake Barrera. Assisted by number 20, Matthew Greenspoon. And by number 8, Colin Helkowski. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 43 seconds. That's Barrera's second of the season from Greenspoon and Helkowski at 16:43 in the third period.
So it doesn't look like there's going to be any penalties on that play. And we are going to continue to play here, 5-on-5 in a 3-3 ball game. And TCNJ looking to get back into the dance here. This one's sent in by Karabko. Racing for the loose change is Stefanik. He can't get there in time, but the icing is waved off. O'Donnell the other direction, trying to get it over to Teets, but he was tied up with Sislo. This is Pacholski back across. Pacholski sends it in, intercepted by Lastros. Pacholski will lay the boom. Lastro able to keep the stick. Now he's able to not keep the stick or the puck, and he's brought down there by Stefanik. Karabko will spin back across, and he lost the puck behind his own red line. Fortunately, Sislo's with him, and no orange jerseys were around him. And this game remains tied up at 3. It has been a good one so far from the TSAI Field House, with TCNJ and William Patterson knotted up 3 apiece. 3 in a row for William Patterson, and then 3 in a row for the Lions. And looking to end the bleeding is Swootout. He is brought down, and the net will come off of its moorings. And still on the ice, I believe that is Rich Stefanik. That's either Stefanik or Gatsonis, who was slow to get up. And it is Gatsonis, who is a little shaken up on the play. The William Patterson bench and fans calling for a penalty. And I won't lie, looked a little borderline there, but nonetheless will continue to play on at even strength. .14:01 to go in period number 3. Filacamo will be at the dot, but May will win the draw. May has got 2 goals so far tonight. Definitely his breakout game of the season for the junior from Hackensack. Speaking of the Devil, May racing back for it along with Thomas Swartout. Swartout and Foley getting into it, trying to fight for the puck, and it comes back over to Stoffel. He's pickpocketed by Gali. Gali will utilize the boards and rebound it all the way across. Stretch pass intended for Ellis, but he's not able to get there in time, and Swain will take it back. Sending it across and taking a one-hop off the back of the cage was an errant William Patterson dump in. Swartout looking to set up shop here once again, but he can't get it through. Swartout will collide there with Logan May. Is back the other direction is Jack Ellis. Ellis trying to get it over to E.J. Gali, but he was tied up with Stoffel. Kept in at the point by May. Logan May spinning around. He's got 2 tonight, looking for another one. His stout shot just goes wide. Filacamo getting absolutely laid into the lumber there by May. What a hit from Logan. Scott Martin sends that across. Martin back with it. He and Ellis played catch with it for a brief moment as Scott Martin is brought down, and that'll be a penalty. So our first penalty since the first period. Rather, is it going to be a penalty? And it looks like it is. And it is indeed going to be a penalty. So it's going to be Darren LaCourte go into the box. And the TCNJ power play will get another chance to operate. It comes back in. Helkowski will send it in. And that one up into the rafters and out of play as the Mesa Dos power play will get opportunity number 2 to operate.
William Patterson penalty. Minor penalty, assistant number 17, Darren LaCourte. 2 minutes for tripping. It's time for the Mesa Dos Construction power play.
Short-handed again is Lastra. Businich says no. Short side opportunity there, denied. And looking for another shorty is William Patterson. TCNJ is trying to get a power play goal here tonight. They will win the draws. Logan May will spin around as he tries to come down Broadway, cutting back across. He'll get it back over to Jack Ellis. Instead, he'll come back across to Martin. Martin to Ellis, over to Rich Stefanik. Stefanik, who was out the last game with an upper body injury. We'll see it come back the other direction. 1:14 to go in the man advantage for TCNJ. A tripping against LaCourte. May back across. Russo trying to take it. Said it's taken back by O'Donnell, who's already got one shorthanded goal tonight, looking for another one. He and Martin will come together as Martin will lay the body into the glass. Stefanik will collect. 50 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Lions. Looking to grab their first lead of the evening after trailing 3-0 early in the first, and brought down were a couple of Lions, but Barrera keeps the play alive. Back over, across, Martin looking for the redirect, Stefanik looking for the loose change, Helkowski with a cannon, can't get it, blocked in front by Tommy Boyle. Helkowski again gets it over to Stefanik. Boyle will clear it out again, much to the delight of the William Patterson faithful. And the senior will get a lot of stick taps for laying the body down. 10 seconds to play in the 5-on-5. One final opportunity for the Lions. Barrera gets around Swain. He loses the puck a little bit there. Penalty time is up as LaCourte is out of the box. And Teets will send it back the other way. Intended for Filacamo, will take a little bit of a hit into the half wall. Taken back by Walter. This is Teets at the point. Lines one through traffic save. Bucinich. 10:20 to go in period number 3. Tied 3-3 apiece. Shots just about even, 28-29. In favor, make that 28-30. Has another good save there from Mike Bucinich. Teets is brought down. Tied up nearly was Filacamo as he and Stout will collide once again. Pachalski beneath his own goal line. Swain keeps it in at the point. Ryan Walter chasing after it. He'll get hit by Luca Filacamo. Stout wasn't watching the play. That's going to line it up perfectly for Teets. Another scramble in front, and the Lions are able to get it out of harm's way. Filacamo will bring it back over into the Lions' den. Stout trying to clear it out, and he will. Glove down there by Aiden Swain. He'll backhand it and pitch it back across, or Ryan Walter will collect. Another dangerous opportunity. Cleared out by the Lions' defense, and the offense trying to get it back out here. Diving down to the ice was Josh Kushner. Pachalski racing after it. Hot on his heels. There is the 10 of Jason Lastra. Right in front. Big save there by Bucinich on a Teets shot. Kushner again. Russo right behind him. Teets once again looking for his second goal of the night. That one Karangs off the half wall, coming back across over to Stout. Stout and Lastra coming together again. Shot from Stoffel goes wide. Swartout with another opportunity, goes through the blue paint. And another shot goes wide again. William Patterson with all the momentum. They are buzzing right now. 8:50 to go in period 3. Tied at 3 between these two teams that played last weekend. TCNJ looking to beat William Patterson for the first time in Division I history as Pachalski pitches that one up into the zone on a dump. Fresh defensive legs on as Gatsonis and Sislo will come on along with E.J. Galli. Save from Kevin Brennan. And Galli will be joined by his line mates on the second line of Ellis and May. Galli takes advantage. Galli right in front. He just hits the post. And the net will come off. Rather, that's batted down with a high stick. And E.J. Galli 3 inches away from giving the Lions the lead. He hit that square off of the post. Oh my goodness. And the net came off in the chaos, and that'll be a face-off to the right-hand side of Mike Bucinich. William Patterson will win the draw. Comes back over behind Bucinich's cage. Galli back in front. May will pitch it back out, intended for Ellis, taken by O'Donnell. O'Donnell through the defense. O'Donnell squirting through, but not able to get through in time. Sislo taking it back. Filacamo right at the doorstep. Rather, that was Teets lining up a shot. Iacchini sees that one blocked in front, and it's a foot race back. O'Donnell will win the race across. May able to keep it just onside as Gali was racing to get back onside. Sislo the other way, goes behind him. Gatsonis will collect with Swartout right in front of him. Gatsonis with time and space, gets it across a little too far under the blade of Jack Ellis. And an icing against TCNJ. 7:32 to play in period number 3. And the Lions trying to hold on and potentially gain the lead here late in the third period. Again, if you're just tuning in, 3 straight goals from William Patterson in the first period. And 3 straight from the Lions as nearly a dangerous opportunity in front there. Bucinich is able to survive that. This is Swartout dancing through. The puck just rolls off of his stick, but he's able to keep possession with it. Back in there, a good takeaway from Logan May. Trying to get it back over. Joey Greenspoon will send it. Rather, that's Matthew Greenspoon trying to get it back. Covering it is Kevin Brennan. And again, we said it after that first goal, and we definitely emphasized it after that second goal. Definitely the breakout game of the season for Logan May, as he has been generating so many chances. He's been generating so many chances on the season so far, but now he's been able to get his first 2 goals of the season. And now Barrera with an opportunity just goes wide of Brennan. Helkowski hit behind the play, trying to get it over to Tommy Boyle. Kept in there by Walter. Still in the zone, now popping back out. This is Ross the other direction with it. Ross waiting for reinforcements. Quimby right behind him. Ross will take it back over as he's laid in the boards by Martin. Quimby trying to set up Barbieri. And a 2-on-2, potentially a 3-on-2 if numbers can hurry. Brennan will kill the play. Barbieri had an open shot, but he was pickpocketed like a rich man in London. .6:25 to go in period number 3. Filicamo Lagriola off the draw. It is won by Santo eventually, trying to take it away from O'Donnell. O'Donnell will win that battle with Santo. He'll get it over to Stoffel. Stoffel across, nearly taken away by Joey Greenspoon. He knows it. Stout will bring it back into the other end. And just barely keeping it onside was Scott Martin. Rather, that was Ryan Lagriola, but it'll come back out of the zone. However, Lagriola back on it. Lagriola had a goal taken off of the board late in the first period. Coming back across is Lagriola. Back over to Joey Greenspoon. Those two will play catch with it. Lagriola with it, hitting the boards by Filicamo. Stoffel hounding Greenspoon. Back over. Nobody was home in white. Will come over to Jason Lastra. Can't pitch it out of the zone. This is Stout from long range. Saved through traffic by Brennan. Kevin Brennan, again, doing a bang-up job here tonight. Both goalies, in fact, doing a bang-up job. Collective 65 shots have been put on the board. 32 for the Lions, 33 for the Pioneers. Make that 33 for all even. As TCNJ put one on there to Kevin Brennan for a brief moment. I don't think they're going to score it as one. Steering it back there is Gatsonis. Gatsonis trying to take it away from LaCourte again. Stefanik brought down to the end of the ice. Closing in on the final 5 to play in period 3. Kushner will take it away, sends it in off the stick of Brennan. Gatsonis again. This is to Pachalski. Back to Stefanik. Kushner sees it go behind him. Lagriola again, Kushner with it. The Lions looking for their first win in October and their first win in nearly a month's time. This will be an icing against William Patterson. No, they're going to call it off. I cannot believe they did not call that an icing. And now Pachalski hit in the ankle, and that's going to be an opportunity here for William Patterson as Swartout will send that one off of the waffle board of Bucinich. Pacholski back with it. Kushner shoved behind the play. Sent back across, and this time icing is going to be waved off again. What are we doing here, guys? Gatsonis in his own end again. 4:12 to play in period number 3. Kushner fighting with it. This is Gali down the far side. Gali to Pacholski. Pacholski in on net. He can't quite get around Iacchini. Tietz digging at it. He's able to get it up. Lastra racing for it, but Walter will take it away from him. Gali back with it. He can't get anything on the pass, however, and Kushner will send it back across. 3:47 now to play. Walter back with it. Resetting in his own end once again. Now chip off of the blade of Ellis and up into the opposite corner again where Swain will come to collect. Swain to Lastra. Pitched up high into the lighting and a stoppage with 3:28 to go. And that is the first time all season that we've had a puck deflect up into the light fixture here at TSAI. With 3:28 to play in period number 3. And another face-off to the right-hand side of Kevin Brennan. Off the draw, May wins it, comes over to Sislo through traffic, goes wide. May trying to dig it back there. Swartout will get it out of the zone. Filicamo not able to keep it. This is Ellis again, over to E.J. Gali, but he's just a tad offside. And a stoppage with 3:12 to play in period number 3. And we're going to have a little miscommunication from the William Patterson bench. As skating off there is Matthew O'Donnell. Coming back onto the ice there was Gio Russo. From long range, waffle boarded up into the other corner by Brennan. Gali racing for it, coming back over to Tommy Boyle. This is Sislo back across. Nobody home in orange with 3 minutes to play in period number 3. Tied up at 3 apiece. They say 3 is indeed a magic number, and it is right now. Sislo gloves it down. Hand pass is waved off as Lastra will send it into the opposite corner. And Ryan Walter once again resetting. Walter to Matty Greenspoon. Greenspoon dancing past Boyle, but he can't keep possession. Walter sends it in on the delayed offside. Barrera will come on here, top unit back, and Barrera off the bench looking to get on the board. He'll set up for Helkowski. Helkowski looking for it for Greenspoon. Brennan covers it up at the last second. .221 to play in period number 3. The witching hour is indeed upon us here as both of these teams and both of these goaltenders looking to get back into the W column. A valiant effort for Mike Bucinich so far tonight, and his offense has been rewarding him on the other side. Can they reward him one more time? With 120 minutes to, or 120 seconds to play, we'll call it sticks high. As Helkowski was tied up, icing is waved off. Greenspoon and Stoffel racing for it. Greenspoon will hit the ice, $1:48 to play now. Dancing around, this is Swain, dropping it back over to Vincent Stoffel. Tietz will give him the zone, rather this is Barbieri who was brought down for a brief moment. Walter racing for it. Stout in his own end. Trying to get it out, 90 to play in regulation. Stout looking for one final opportunity. Comes over to Helkowski. Stout is able to pitch it out into the neutral zone. Russo looking to bring it in back in. 1:16 now to play. This will come back across. Cutting back in is TCNJ as Barrera can't keep a handle on it. Back across, William Patterson can't get a shot off. This is Russo with it, gets it over to Filicamo, right to the doorstep for Swartout, he can't put it home. Gali the other way, O'Donnell with it again. 43 seconds now to play in regulation. This is Swartout, in on Bucinich, Swartout brought down and up into the netting. And Swartout is going to go at Scott Martin, and now Filacamo is going to have a go with it with a Lion. That's Nick Stout who's sticking up for his captain. Good of him. With 37.6 to play. And Stout is going to go to the box. Same with Filacamo. It's going to be coincidental roughing minors here with 37.6 to play.
Minor penalties assessed to both teams. Number 90, TCNJ number 91, Nick Stout. William Patterson, number 88, Luca Filacamo. Both skaters, 2 minutes each for roughing. Time of the penalties, 37.6 seconds. Stout and Filacamo, 2 for roughing with 37.6 to go in the third period.
So we'll play 4-on-4 for the next 4 minutes with the next 37 seconds, and now a timeout taken by William Patterson.
Timeout, William Patterson.
So we'll go 4-on-4 here for the next 37 and a half seconds. As TCNJ has not beat William Patterson in 5 attempts. They played before last weekend. They played 4 games against William Patterson. Each of them, the Pioneers were able to win by at least 2 goals. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case here tonight. But I will say, with Nick Stout being in the box, that takes away a heavy hitter on that TCNJ back end. Especially if this game does go into an extra frame here. You know, missing Nick Stout is going to be a big loss for the next 2 minutes. It'll be 37 seconds. So roughly about, you'll have a minute 23 of 4-on-4 in overtime. Or rather 3-on-3 in overtime. And then both Filacamo and Stout will come out. I believe it should be a whistle penalty. But we'll just have to wait and see. But we are getting ready to go here. We'll play 4-on-4 for the remaining of regulation. It'll be Logan May and Barbieri in the draw. And they're going to whistle it down. Sislo, I think, made a little bit of a false start there. So we'll do it again. Matthew Barbieri, Logan May in the circle. Fighting for it is Pacholski. He'll race after it. Pacholski digging for it. Comes back across over to Lastra. 27 seconds to play. Lastra looking for one final opportunity. O'Donnell near the near side. Gets it over to Lastra. He's tied up. Martin looking for the puck. 18 seconds to play in regulation. Lastra with an opportunity. Gets it across. Sending it is Swain. He gives himself a little bit of space. Pump fakes it across. Save Bucinich. 9 seconds to play in regulation. Tied up there is Swain. Brought down as a Lion. This is Pacholski with 2 seconds to go in regulation, and that will do it. So for the first time in the 24-25 season, we will have overtime for TCNJ. For the Pioneers, it is their second overtime game of the third overtime game of the season. They had an overtime win against Rutgers back on September 21st. An overtime loss at Towson on September 27th. And TCNJ has not been into an extra period yet this season. So the Lions will collect their first point since that game on September 21st against Lehigh. So that is the good news. They'll get at least 1 point tonight, looking for that second point, and more importantly, looking to put a W back into their column. But the question is, who do you put there as your starting 3? For William Patterson, it's pretty obvious. You put the CHB guys on there, Lastra, Teets, and probably you put Swart out at center. There's Filacamo going back to the box, and then for TCNJ, you got to put Helkowski, May, and Pacholski. I think that's your actually Helkowski, May, and I'd go Martin. Either Martin or Gatsonis, one of the two. And it looks like it will indeed be Teets. Lastra will come out, and they're going to put a defenseman. Matthew O'Donnell will come out for William Patterson. You got to put, if you're Andrew Duco, you got to put at least Logan May out there. Either Ellis or Helkowski, and put either Gatsonis or Martin. And May is out there, Martin's on there, and it will be Pacholski. So here we go. 5 minutes of free hockey here tonight. TCNJ, William Patterson knotted up at 3. Pen is to the paper for overtime. And it starts with a win for the Lions. Martin, giving himself a lot of time and space, will open things up for Pacholski. Slowing but methodical is Scott Martin. Gets it past Jason Lastra. Spins around from Lastra, trying to get over Pacholski, but he turns it over, and here come the Pioneers the other way. Teets across, 2-on-1 for William Patterson. Teets puts it in and he scores! One shot, one goal, and Austin Teets ends it in overtime. A short side chance over the shoulder of Mike Bucinich. And William Patterson with the dagger in overtime will get the win here, 4-3 in overtime. A valiant effort from this William Patterson team, rather this TCNJ team. Mike Bucinich, banner night for him. The offensive banner night for them as well. Their first game since that Lehigh game where TCNJ was able to put more than 2 goals on the scoreboard. But they fall in overtime to William Patterson 4-3 with 28 seconds gone in the extra period. But they're able to get at least 1 point, so that is the good news. And they will be facing Westchester next Friday evening. So look to get back into the W column there. A valiant game for the Lions, but just coming up a little bit short with 1 shot and 1 goal in overtime by Austin Teets, his second of the evening. But that'll do it here from the TSAI Field House. Thank you all so much for tuning in to tonight's coverage of TCNJ Division I hockey. And we will see you next week when the Lions will take on the Golden Rams of Westchester on Friday, October 25th. Puck drop coming at 8:30. And tomorrow night, on the BSB side of things, Pink in the Rink night, where Corolla Pascal will be on the call with Eric Johnson for Pink in the Rink, as the Rider Bronx will take on the Marist Red Foxes tomorrow night. But on behalf of Corolla Pascal, Dylan Manfrey, and Emily Cott, my name is Trey Wright. 4-3 in overtime for William Patterson, your score, as TCNJ will fall down to 1-7-1 in the 24-25 campaign. Thank you all so much for tuning in to tonight's coverage of TCNJ hockey, and we will see you next week here at the TSAI Field House. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.